Hey folks, Premier Tim Houston here. Welcome to beautiful Antigonish. Nova Scotia is proud to host these national football events for the third time, and we know it's going to be another outstanding success. To the players, coaches, officials, staff, volunteers, and families, thank you. Your dedication is what makes football so special. To our Nova Scotian athletes, we're cheering you on. The best of luck to all the teams. Enjoy the competition, enjoy the community, and enjoy your time here in Nova Scotia. Take care, everyone. Very best of luck.
We're more than a university. We're a holding space for educational growth, for economic prosperity, and for community. We have something for everyone. Whether you're a first or fourth year student seeking to host your next event, or looking for true hospitality outside of the city, choose St. FX University.
up and cheer for head coach John Dyer and Team Nova Scotia. Time to play the game. Ladies and gentlemen, your game day officials for this morning's football game. Timer, Chinos, yes. Field judge, Vivian Lacase. Judge number 5, Brian Neal. Now judge number 34, J.M. Dorsey. Back judge number 23, Adam Lawler. Side judge number 34, Cam McKay. Umpire number 125, Anazaire Quintan. Referee number 61, George Ladder.
Last game of the tournament. It's exciting, right? All right, leave it all on the field. I'm sure you will, so we'll wait. That's our promise to you. All right, here's your team. Is BC, you guys have the choice. No, sorry, I'm sorry at BC. Sorry about that. My apologies. You guys have a choice. The football is tails. The referee's heads. What would you like? Heads. We are looking for the referee. It is tails. BC is your choice. Defer. You can defer? Yeah. BC will defer. Take the ball. You gonna receive?
We'll kick that way.
You're gonna kick that way. Switch sides, please, guys. Nova Scotia is receiving. Shake hands, gentlemen. Have a great game. Let's go.
Yes, sir, baby. Let's go. Right now. I'm ready right now. Ready right now.
We want to toss. What? Kill it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would ask if you would please rise, if you're able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
More.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have one question. Are you ready for some football?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2025 Canada Cup here. It's around 10 a.m. local time. We're here at St. FX Field in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. This is game one of a quadruple header. This is the consolation game, 7th place game between Team BC in the black and orange and Team Nova Scotia in the blue with the white pants. East Coast, West Coast battle here. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. And for these teams, a lot of pride on the line here. Want to leave this tournament with a victory.
BC will kick off. Nova Scotia is set to receive.
Nova Scotia will receive the first possession of the game, BC to kick off. And for British Columbia, kicking will be number 6, Tyler Jones.
Clements and Potter in the backfield for Nova Scotia.
BC the favorite heading into today's game, but Nova Scotia looking to play spoiler and get a victory here on home field. As the return man is number 17 for Nova Scotia, who gets down. Nope, and he wraps him up. Still on his feet. Down around the 20. Decent return there by Tucker Potter, the normal return man for Nova Scotia. And this will be the first time we see the Nova Scotian offense come on the field. I did notice their starting quarterback from last game, number 3, Jesse Allison, is not dressed.
First and 10.
So this will mean we will see their other quarterback, number 12, Jacob McPherson from Bedford. Be interesting to see how aggressive Nova Scotia is on their first possession. They threw the ball quite a bit their last game a few days ago. As this is the first down handoff, good run up the gut. A solid chunk, probably about 8.5, 9 yards. That's Mont, starting running back.
Brought down by number 44, Kobe Kidd. Gain of 8 yards on the run, second down, 2.
BC lost to Manitoba. And Nova Scotia took a loss to New Brunswick on Thursday. Both of those teams are coming up next around 1 p.m., but we have this game to settle first. Mont will get the ball right back, and this is a good run right up the right, finds a hole. And that is a more than enough than a first down. 2 good carries to start for Nova Scotia.
Brought down by number 6, Tyler Jones, and that's good for first down yardage.
See the Nova Scotia offensive line. I thought they played very well in their game against New Brunswick, and so far so good, creating some holes. It's a big unit up front. British Columbia's D-line, no joke either. So McPherson will hand it off to Mont once again, 3rd straight carry, but this time not too much, maybe 2.
Mont the ball carrier brought down by number
3
6,
probably.
Tyler Jones.
Tyler Jones, who was the punter, comes in with the tackle.
Gain of 3 yards on the carry, second down, 7.
Jones listed as a linebacker.
Blood timeout, BC.
And speaking of, Jones had a little bit of blood on him there, so they're just going to get him off, get him cleaned up. He'll be good to go. Didn't seem too serious, maybe on his arm or something of that sort.
St. FX University, one team sport. Coach Atlantic, province of Nova Scotia, the town of Antigonish, the municipality of the county of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk.
Pretty nice day today, much cooler than it was Thursday. You're expecting it to be sunny with a little bit of wind all day. So 2nd and 7 at the 45. We will see if they go through the air for the first time today. BC sends 4. Nova Scotia has enough blockers, but McPherson sails it high over the head of number 14. That's Omayo Thomas, who's the leading receiver last game. And Nova Scotia does have a few good plays there, but they will punt the ball away to BC. So Thatcher Manuel, number 9, will punt this ball away. 88 for BC to return as Aiden McDonald.
McDonald in the backfield for BC. Manuel set the kick.
Low snap Does get it off, makes it a pretty decent punt there. Lands and bounces just around the 40. Will sail out of bounds around about the 43 of BC, where they'll start their first drive of today. See, there's Leo Mont, player to watch. I definitely expect him to be getting the rock quite a bit more today. 9 carries, 33 yards, 4 catches, 34. He's already had 3 carries today. And BC's offense coming out on the field. Looks like they'll be led by number 3, Elijah Black. I'd expect both quarterbacks to come in for BC today. They did last game. First down. Nova Scotia sends a few extra inside. That is a pretty good run for BC. That is number 18, Chase Doucette.
Running back number 18, Chase Doucette, brought down by number 40, Peter Smith.
Peter Smith with the tackle. Called his name quite a bit yesterday, the linebacker, or Thursday, pardon me.
2nd and 3.
BC has a good offense. They've got quarterbacks that can throw, run. They've got 2 very solid running backs. So Nova Scotia has their hands full today. Doucette gets the rock once again up the gut. And he is going to have more than enough for a first down crossing midfield.
Tackle on the play, number 2, Eric Clem. Good for first down. Yardage, ball spotted on Nova Scotia's 52-yard line.
Seeing the replay here.
1st and 10, BC.
2 plays in a row, Nova Scotia really stacked up the line there, but Doucette was able to break through. The second wave is Black will now throw for the first time, and it is complete to his outside receiver, number 1, Max Pratt from Abbotsford.
Max Pratt brought down by number 34, Alex Law.
So the first down connection, and BC is rolling right now. 2 straight first downs.
From Nova Scotia's 39-yard line.
See there, just a quick throw. Saw Nova Scotia was playing zone coverage. Found the open man. Scotia sends blitz again, but BC counters it with a run to the opposite side. Doucette still on his feet, moving, and he's finally tackled down around the 20.
By the running back, number 18,
looks like around the 19 is where BC will start, or will be in the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Tackle play number 59, Riley Mellon.
So some impressive runs here for Doucette early on.
Ball spot on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
Black hands it off to Doucette, who's met in the backfield. Great tackle from Nova Scotia's number 21, Leighton Beasley.
2nd down.
So Nova Scotia's going to need a few more of those throughout today's game. Nova Scotia's come very aggressive here. Seems like they're blitzing on almost every play, trying to shut down this run game of BC. Runner got back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10 at the 18. Black. And handed off to Doucette on 2nd and 10. And the one time Nova Scotia may not have been ready for the run. BC fools them there, and they are right down to the 2-yard line, it looks like, maybe even the 1.
Ball spot on the 1-yard line.
So right at the 1.
BC.
And Black walks out, 10, sneaks it in, he's in for the touchdown. And number 10 came in, that was Santiago Larena.
Touchdown, BC.
Larena's 6'4", 220, a big body, and they put him in to sneak it past, and he's got a touchdown. BC opens the scoring, pending the PAT. Let's see on the replay there. Finds a space right and just backs his way in. Beasley tried to tackle him down, but to no avail. Darius Gray, I believe, number 9. From this angle, it will be kicking, and the PAT is good.
Gray's point after is good. 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. BC 7, Nova Scotia no score.
So BC on their first drive gets a touchdown. perfect way to start if you're them. Nova Scotia at this rate, obviously down early. You don't want to get in the hole too far here. Both of these teams were really expected to win their games Thursday, at least in terms of kind of historically. It felt like BC would beat Manitoba and Nova Scotia beat New Brunswick. Instead, they've now played here in the 7th place game.
BC's number 9, Darius Gray, set to kick.
There's no doubt about it. Both teams trying to get a win here in this tournament on a positive note. So far, so good for British Columbia.
Clements and Potter in the backfield for Nova Scotia.
And this is a good kickoff. It'll go to number 88 for Nova Scotia. He's got a man blocking in front, and he's going to run into a pile, but a pretty good return down to the 32. Number 88 is Matt Clements from Dartmouth. See there's Lorena at the 1-yard rushing TD.
Ball spot on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
So let's see here. 1st down, McPherson. And hands it off to Mont on an inside. Or no, that's not Mont. Pardon me. That's a great run, though. That's number 8 for Nova Scotia, Keen Gray. Very impressive run comes in, and now there are 2 flags.
Brought down by number 9, Darius Gray, number 6, Tyler Jones.
And that's right by Nova Scotia's line of scrimmage. Looks like they're moving back. See the replay here. That was a good run by Gray. It'd be a shame if that's called back, which it looks like it will be. See what the call is here. So roughness for Nova Scotia.
Penalty is against Nova Scotia. Unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty after yards were given. Ball spot on the 32-yard line.
So pretty well.
1st and 10.
Gray picked up 15 yards, and they'll take it there after the game, so it's like the play never happened. 1st and 10 at the 32. McPherson's got quads right, and they're going to have blockers hopefully for Gray, but number 6, Jones, came flying in for BC. Good tackle. Pick of about 3. See on the replay there, you see Nova Scotia's man's in motion going on the right side, looking for blocks. Yeah, right there, Jones, number 6, comes flying in with a great tackle on Gray. So McPherson will step back, still dropping back. They got a screen to Gray. Does not get the blocks, and the ball is popped out, and BC recovers.
Gray, the ball carrier.
79 for BC, recovered it. That is Dane Onyenobo, the D lineman.
Recovered by BC's number 79, Dane Onyenobo.
Oh! We caught that on camera. The big man's excited. Hey, man, you got to celebrate when you can right there. Thankfully, no one's hurt there. Black on the 1st down. This is a handoff to another one of BC's strong running backs. This is number 33, Remy Gruwal.
33, Remy Gruwal.
Or like the 3rd string guys. We'll see who laid that hit. Was that Jones in the white helmet, number 6? No, that was number 7. Number 7, Sajavir Gill with a huge hit from Vancouver. Black. What a hit! Excellent hit. That's the second time today. Leighton Beasley has come flying in with a hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe just a little behind it.
Nova Scotia's number 44, Isaiah States, the injured player.
On Nobo there with the fumble recovery. And Nova Scotia's 44 is down. That is Isaiah States. I'll just take a quick second here. And it's good to see States walking under zone power off the field, the training staff. It is 3rd and 5 at the 19. And Nova Scotia will, or pardon me, BC will kick a field goal here. And so Gray. 27, it is good. Hooked inside that left upright.
27-yard field goal is good.
So Gray with the kick, Chase Thurston, the other quarterback was the holder, and BC adds their lead. It's 10-0, 3:03 to go in the first quarter.
3:03 remaining in the first quarter. BC 10, Nova Scotia no score. Ladies and gentlemen, 50-50 tickets are being sold during the first half of this morning's football game. Be sure to purchase your 50-50 tickets and your chance to win cold hard cash.
So we'll see here. Obviously not the start Nova Scotia was looking for. They've had a couple decent plays running the ball, but unfortunately a penalty and obviously that fumble there on the screen pass. It was a broken play, didn't get the blocks, and Gray was hit pretty well immediately.
Gray set the kick.
Good return in stride. He's got plenty of speed if he can find some space. He is tackled down. That looked like it was, could have been maybe a face mask of some sort. I don't see a flag. Potter.
51, Jake Johnson.
And so
Ball spot on the
start the 37, as we see there. Potter had plenty of speed there. Maybe bounced it out left. He might have had a little more room. Right there. Yeah, tough to tell from that angle, but that left hand looked like it might have been grabbing up high. So McPherson with Mont behind him. Two receivers each side. He's got a fullback blocking. McPherson, that's a dangerous, dangerous pass. Looking to swing it out to Mont to his left.
Batted down by number 99, Addison May.
So May with the bat down. We see on the replay here. Oof, yeah, May batted it almost right into the hands of his teammate there. So let's see here. McPherson looking right up the middle. He's got a man, incomplete. And there's a flag.
Pass to the intended receiver, number 85, Brett Renner is incomplete.
There was some contact up high. Ball was intended for number 85 for Nova Scotia, Brett Renner. Let's see on the replay. So we'll see the official call on the replay there. Not a ton,
Team BC defensive pass interference.
but defensive pass interference, so
10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
that's 10 yards, and Nova Scotia moves up to the 52. So there's a penalty. There's a play for Nova Scotia at least to move some chains here, get closer to BC's territory. They haven't been there today yet, as Mont on the run, and they still won't be there. Got maybe a yard.
Mont brought down by number 40, Bennett Switzer.
Bennett Switzer on the tackle for the British Columbians. Lining up 55, Nova Scotia has been quite a bit at like a tight end and fullback mix. That's Camden Walsh listed as an O-lineman. Second and 9. McPherson, a passing situation. He steps up in the pocket, and he will run to the right. He's got a little bit. He just stumbles down. And
ball carried by the quarterback number 12, Jacob McPherson.
Just on the stumble there, he picks up some yardage, and looks like Nova Scotia will punt.
Play, third down.
This will be quite a bit of distance. We'll see on the replay here. Person, just stumbles down. So BC's defense stands once again. McDonald back there will look to give them a good return.
Set to punt. Aiden McDonald in the backfield for BC.
And so Thatcher Manuel punts it, sails pretty high in the air. That's not a bad punt considering where it's going to land. Takes a bounce. McDonald catches it. And if he busts this to the right, he could go all the way as he's got the angle. And McDonald is going to go home. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown BC on the return. Second McDonald bounced that out to the right. You knew he was gone.
Touchdown BC.
And BC is pouring it on now. It's 16-0 in the first quarter, heading the PAT. So that is officially about a 72-yard punt return touchdown for McDonald. Oh, and that kick is good. The PAT almost blocked. I think it's 17 zip, 47 seconds remaining. So BC and Nova Scotia both kind of huddling up, trying to get their team together here. Out the start, the hosts, Nova Scotia, were looking for to start this game. As we see McDonald there, it was actually 82 yards. It's a 110-yard field. My apologies.
You count the yards on a return. 82. But if you're in the end zone, you count the distance. Break up the goal line, add it on. Add it on. So let's say they catch it at like the bottom of that. So that would be.
See here, number 9 for BC, the kicker Darius Gray. We'll kick this off. Nova Scotia wants to get back in this game. A return of their own would be probably ideal, as that is a deep kick. And on the return, it is going to go to the 35. There is a flag.
Flag on the play.
Closer to around where BC was, the defending team. We shall see the official ruling. See here, Potter. Does have good speed. He's at least able to always seem to get 15, 20 on the returns. And nope, this flag is actually going to be against Nova Scotia. face mask on Nova Scotia. Must have been in the
Penalty against Nova Scotia. Major foul.
it was away from the play as well, so another undisciplined penalty for Nova Scotia. And when you're down 17 this early, you cannot have those types of penalties. As McPherson start, this drive will start at their own 20. Person will throw the bubble out to the right. And good tackle by number 40 for BC. Bennett Switzer, Brooks with the reception for NS.
Gain of 5 yards on the toss. Second down, 5.
So a 5-yard pickup, 5 or 6 yard pickup there. BC sends 4. Good blocking. Good catch. Nice throw, nice catch. Able to get just enough for the first down. 85, Brett Renner.
Tackle and play number 25, Ridley Maston. Good for first down yardage.
That'll be the end of the first quarter of play. BC 17, Nova Scotia zip. But Nova Scotia with 2 straight completions, looking to get a solid drive and points on the board in the second quarter. Just while we have a moment, I'd like to thank our sponsors, helping make this tournament good to go. St. FX University, One Team Sports, Coach Atlantic, Province of Nova Scotia, the Town of Antigonish, the Municipality of the County of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk. Thank you all very, very much. I'm Denver Donnelly here. I'll be here for all 4 games today. The final day of this 2025 Canada Cup here in Antigonish, Nova Scotia, as the hosts will come out on first down and hand it off to Leon Mont, who is still chugging his legs forward. He does get a few.
Mont, the ball carrier, brought down by number 51, Jake Johnson.
So we'll see here.
Second down.
Yeah, it looked like they gave him about 3 yards there, about 2nd and 7 coming up. Here, McPherson, obvious throwing situation, throws it right up the middle. You had him, man, but incomplete. Right idea.
Pass to the intended receiver, number 88, Matt Clements is
Clements' intended receiver. Oh, there's a flag, though, close to the Nova Scotia sideline. And it's a legal procedure on Nova Scotia. That'll be declined as it brings up third down. Nova Scotia will punt once again. Stats have just been handed after the first quarter play. Total yards, BC 71 to Nova Scotia's 48. Nova Scotia only had the 1 passing yard after the first quarter. Kobe Kidd is a player to watch, linebacker. He was excellent Thursday for BC, making tackles. MC Elijah Black's 101, 13 yards for BC. Pratt's the reception. Jake McPherson 3 for 5 for a yard.
Wager in the backfield.
As the Akreem Gray fumble was an 11-yard loss as a reception on a screen, and this kick will sail out of bounds as it kind of hooks right.
Goes out of bounds.
So BC is going to have pretty good field positioning
Ball
here.
spotted on BC's 50-yard line.
They're on 50.
1st and 10.
Lead tacklers BC, Switzer and Jones with 3 apiece. Nova Scotia, Beasley, Clem, and Law, 2 each. Nova Scotia's been pretty good on the run average-wise for the most part, but Chase Doucette, who I don't see in now, looks like they got, I think that's Denver Adam, 14. It is, as Adam is going to bust right, break a tackle, stiff arm, good move by Adam. He's got room to the right. Ooh, and huge collision. There was a flag in the Nova Scotia backfield. Hickey with the tackle, but a very impressive run by Adam. So we'll see on this replay. We also await the call from the officials. Look at that stiff arm. That was very, very good there. And then right here, jeez. Teammates ran into each other there. 23 for Nova Scotia. Avery Wilson. Holding on BC, so forget that play. We got 10 yards backwards. It'll be 1st and 20. Said we haven't seen too much of the passing game from BC. Only one attempt in the first quarter. Here comes their second. They got 5 going. But they set up a screen to Adam, and if he gets some blocks, good block there. And he's going to run right again. And he's still on his feet. Takes a few Nova Scotians to bring him down, about 3. Denver Adam showing physicality and speed. He was impressive Thursday, and he continues his streak. Good patience by Black.
Good for first down yardage. Ball spotted on Nova Scotia's 49-yard line.
BC's 68. Ethan LaFortune had a nice key block upfield there. They'll hand it off to Adam up the gut, and good tackle.
Ball carrier.
I think it's 91 for Nova Scotia. Yep, that's Quinn Kenziora. 6'4", 240 out of Halifax.
Second and 11.
Second and 11. That was actually a 1-yard loss, as obviously an obvious passing situation. They're going to look and roll left. And Black, he'll scramble out, and he's going to get out and go right. And Black on a broken play, still on his feet. Finally tackled down around the 25. Actually, probably around the 20.
Elijah Black brought down by number 40, Peter Smith.
Good coverage by Nova Scotia's DBs there. As Black was rolling left, he was looking long. Didn't like what he saw. Smart to keep it on the ground, and Nova Scotia was not able to corral him. Bit of confusion at the line, and BC will just get the timeout off, their first of the half.
Timeout, British Columbia.
See Ryan Hickey, a player to watch, number 49. 6'3", 210 from Halifax, goes to Citadel. Nova Scotia here on defense. Imperative that you stop the bleeding here. Keep this relatively close as long as you can. So you stay in the game, but BC not letting up whatsoever. BC has a lot of weapons to choose from, whether it's running back, receiver. They also have a quarterback that I expect to see in the second half who's pretty good himself as well, Chase Thurston. Black will have Adam beside him. That's a movie, The Rock. It was terrible. Quads left, and now they got another guy rolling, and that is picked off just with the doctor order for Nova Scotia. And number 34, he could have room to the left if he gets the blocks. At 34, Alex Law just has a man to beat. He's got a blocker all the way and out of bounds near the 15.
Intercepted by number 34, Alex Law.
there you go. Nova Scotia needed that one. Black looked over the middle. He had 5 going. And I don't know if he saw Law as the pressure was coming to him. Great return as well. Good blocking by Nova Scotia. And now just like that, Nova Scotia has not been able to cross into BC's territory all game thus far. And they're going to start this drive inside the red zone. Alex Law was a player to watch, I was told, before this game and this tournament, actually, in general. The Dartmouth native comes up big, the linebacker. Quads right. McPherson's going to throw. Doesn't look what he sees left. He's got a man wide open. And he's in for the touchdown, number 89, Camden Brooks. There is a flag.
Good job by number 89, Camden Brooks, into the end zone. There is a flag on the play.
Jeez, this be a heartbreak for Nova Scotia. This comes back. Got the momentum just like that. And it appears. And it is. It's offside on the offense.
Penalty is against Nova Scotia. Offside.
Penalties.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Excellent decision making by McPherson. He was looking left, didn't like what he saw. Saw his man cut across the middle. Tough there. That was a good touchdown there to Brooks, but not meant to be. McPherson throws. Screen, but BC read that all the way.
Screen pass caught by
Akeem Gray with the catch. Cole
by
Sampson with the
number 6,
tackle.
Tyler Jones.
2 number 8s.
Second down.
Actually, I believe that was 6, Tyler Jones, who we've called quite a bit today. So now Nova Scotia at the 26, second and 22. Nova Scotia, you cannot turn the ball over here, but you do want to be aggressive and pick this up. This is prime real estate, prime position. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get as he looks his man right. What a catch! What a throw! Oh, and it's incomplete. Bobbled number 82. Sam Lovett had it, but knocked out. That was a very nice throw on the corner.
Broken up by number 16, Kane Hutchings.
And that was a combination of 16 Hutchins and 20 Jack Eklund breaking that up.
Third down.
And now Nova Scotia will attempt the field goal. It's about 32 to 33-yard field goal attempt for Thatcher Manuel. Snap down, good hold. Kick is no good, but it does bounce out of bounds for a Rouge.
33-yard field goal attempt is wide left.
So they will tack on 1 point. A little disappointing, though, for Nova Scotia, considering.
BC 17, Nova
But
Scotia 1.
they are on the board. And their defense maybe will show a bit of confidence after that. See, Black will lead out the BC offense once again. Nova Scotia's defense was good against New Brunswick Thursday. They didn't play a bad game, just a lot of tough breaks and some penalties. We have seen the penalties kind of cost Nova Scotia again today. So first down. Black hands it off. This is Doucette. First time we've seen him in a little bit, but a good tackle after a pickup of about 4 or 5.
Down by number 90, Leighton Kinsman.
Kingsman with the tackle, number 90. With the orange helmet.
Gain of 5 yards on the carry. Second down, 5.
See there, Alex Law, 80-yard return on the pick. Great awareness, good hands, and pretty good speed to be able to run that far as a linebacker. Second down, Black hands it off to Doucette again. He's wrapped up immediately.
Doucette, the ball carrier, brought down by number 91, Kenziora. Third down.
So not bad for Nova Scotia, 2 and out there. Their defense standing tall here. Now Nova Scotia, see if you can get a good return again and get right back into field positioning. Just over 5 minutes to go in this half.
BC's number 6, Tyler Jones, set to punt.
Battle of the oceans, Pacific and Atlantic, as BC is late to bring on a few players here.
Clemens and Potter in the backfield for Nova Scotia.
Doing the quick count there. Bit of a quick snap there. They're going to have a chance to block this, and he just missed, and it's roughing the kicker. As this return picked up and tackled, but this is going to come all the way back.
Return by number 88, Matt Clemens, forced out of bounds. Number 2, Trayson Harley.
That was about as close as it could have gotten to a block punt, but instead running into the punter as that, and the kicker's down too. That is Tyler Jones, the linebacker.
BC's number 6, Tyler Jones, the injured player.
Jones took a pretty good shot there from the legs, very dangerous. You're in a very vulnerable position when you're punting. This will be a big loss for BC, obviously, their punter, kicker, and their starting linebacker. I hope he's good to go, just getting a breather. And with a little bit of assistance, he will walk off. Like I said, hopefully just a bit of a stainer, something shake off quick. Never want to see a player get injured. So I believe that's going to be about 15 yards, and BC will move the chains. BC also got a no yards penalty, but Nova Scotia's
major foul, unnecessary roughness, roughing the kicker.
is a major foul. So BC gets the ball at the 51 first down.
That difference up 10.
Another tough break for the Nova Scotians. Just those little mistakes.
On the
Can't make those
line.
against a good team like BC.
First and 10 BC.
Trips right, two to the left. Black will throw inside. That is bobbled and caught. And that is number 4. He's tackled out of bounds. Number 4 for BC. Moses Millie.
4, Moses Millie.
It's the first time I've called his name today.
Tackle on the play, number 20, Mohamed Makta. Good for first down yardage. Ball spotted on Nova Scotia's 49-yard line. First and 10, BC.
49 is about to pick up. Let's see. So we got Black. Hands it off to Doucette. And Doucette still on his feet, rolling left. Still on his feet as he runs out of bounds. More than enough. That's a first down for Team BC.
Number 2, Eric Clem.
Clem with the official tackle.
Yardage.
So BC moving right back into scoring range at the 35 of Nova Scotia.
First and 10.
Pretty good turnout today. Obviously a lot more blue and white, being we are in Nova Scotia. Trying to support their fellas as Black is rolling to his right. He's going to use some speed to get some more space. Throws, and it's dropped a bit low. Intended for number 11, that's Milano Pelosa.
Receiver number 11, Peloso, is incomplete.
Or Peloso, pardon me, Milano Peloso. Seeing the replay here, just rolling right, trying to buy some time. Steps forward, did have his man. Just couldn't get that one to connect. So second down, 10 yards to go to move the chains. Black looking right. He switches up, goes to his left, will scramble outside. And wrapped up, hit hard. It took a few guys to hit him.
Ball carried by the quarterback, number 3, Elijah Black.
Good run by
Brought down
Elijah Black.
number 46, Mac Taylor. Third down in the yard.
Third and a yard to go. BC will go for it. They're sending out some big bodies here, as well as their the gentleman who scored the QB sneak earlier, Lorena. I would imagine they're going to do the same play here. Very tough to stop a sneak. As the referees are having a quick chat. 3-minute warning. 2:59 on the
Ladies
clock.
and gentlemen, your 3-minute warning.
Black. He said fumbles the ball, and I believe he recovered it, but it's not going to matter. That will be a turnover on downs. And Nova Scotia able to stave off that. 2:52 left, looking for a good drive to chip into this lead. We've seen plenty of comebacks this week.
Not enough for a first down.
Thursday there was 3 alone.
Nova Scotia will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Even Saskatchewan, they were down at one point 26-1 against Ontario. Late second quarter, and they ended up coming all the way back. They did end up losing, but they put about 30 unanswered. You never know in these tournaments. This is a handoff to Mont, trying to go right. Doesn't really get the space. Picks up a couple.
Ball carried by the running back number 11, Leo Mont. Brought down by number 51, Jake Johnson.
So let's see here what the play call is. 2nd and 8. Ball at the Nova Scotia 30. And they got everybody coming. Pressure underneath, and it's tipped up. An incomplete, dangerous throw.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 87.
Intended receiver was Jackson Koch.
Koch is incomplete.
So 2 and out.
Third down.
And British Columbia will get the ball right back. Looks like their return man is going to be number 5 this time, Logan Wager. Scotia had too many on the field. They had to get a guy off. And now a timeout for Nova Scotia.
Timeout, Nova Scotia.
Actually, don't even know if they had too many. Too little now. There's the 12th man. Just want to thank our sponsors once again here before we go into halftime here. Thank St. FX University, One Team Sports, Coach Atlantic, Province of Nova Scotia, Town of Antigonish, the municipality of the County of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk. See some replays here of our previous plays. BC looking to get a good return. Nova Scotia having a meeting by their bench with their defense, going over what is expected coming up.
Andy Wells at the punt.
That punt is shanked right. And not much of one there. And it's out of bounds, and BC is going to have prime position. Let's see where they mark it. Probably the 40. And 38 of Nova Scotia. 2:16 remaining on the clock. Elijah Black, the quarterback. I do expect to see Thurston for the second half, so for him this might be his last drive of the tournament. 5'11", 175. We've seen good speed. We've also seen a pretty decent arm. He hasn't connected too much, but that's offside, and that will be flagged.
Flags on the play.
Number 10 for BC was the man that ran off. That was Lorena. And, yep, right there. Clear as day. Great camera work there, right on the line. Still awaiting the call. There we go.
Penalty is against BC, offside, 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
So after 5-yard penalty, they'll replay the first down. Here we go. Black looks over the middle. He's got a man, almost intercepted. McDonald intended receiver, number 24, Coltrane Hughes.
Broken up by number 24, Coltrane Hughes.
Out of Wolfville.
Second down.
Almost a golden opportunity for Nova Scotia to get that back. So we'll see on this replay, Black threw it, just underthrown. No doubt about it, Hughes would like to have that back as we have second down. Black will roll to his right. He's got a man, he's looking. Nope, he doesn't want to throw that as Black. Now he does. Short, incomplete. He had a man, number 5, going into that corner, and he might have had him, but he just didn't trust that.
Receiver number 10, Santiago Lorena.
Pass intended for Lorena. It was too short, incomplete. See on the replay here.
Third down.
Trying to scramble out, still buying some time. Definitely Black's greatest strength is able to buy time, move out of the pocket. Let's see here. PC will punt. 2 Nova Scotians back to return. Potter and Clements. As BC players running off. Bit of a high snap, and it's a fake. And they throw it up, and they drop it incomplete. They had him. Number 2, Trayson Harley, the intended receiver, the DB.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 2, Trayson Harley on the fake.
Jones with the throw.
Ball turned over on downs. Nova Scotia will scrimmage.
BC getting aggressive. Jones had his man right on the money, just incomplete drop. Big break for Nova Scotia now, just under 2 to go. They start the 43. McPherson hands the rock off, and he is going nowhere. BC's line penetrated right through. Akeem Gray, the running back.
Wrapped up by number 52, Jacob King.
Jacob King tackle 52 for BC. Second and 11. McPherson. Looking right, he beats his man. Incomplete. Way too high.
Receiver number 14,
intended for Thomas.
Is incomplete.
Just a tough break there as McPherson. He had his man, correct guy, but just put way too much air on. But we'll see here as Harley was in coverage. That's all right. as number 5, Logan Wager.
BC's number 5, Logan Wager in the backfield.
And Manuel to punt.
Thatcher Manuel set to punt.
So let's see here. Manual punt. Pretty good one. That'll knuckle down, take a couple bounces, bobbled around. Running right. And can he get the edge? Ooh, and a good tackle by Akeem Gray.
Punt return number 5, Logan Wager, brought down by number 8, Akeem Gray.
That's right. That's all right. I didn't hear what you said. That's bandit.
Ball spotted on the 43-yard line.
So let's see
First
here.
and 10.
We know what to talk about.
And Black leads the BC offense back out. 1:16 left. Ball on the 43. And we'll see here as Black has Adam in the backfield. Adam trying to block. Pressure coming. And that is incomplete.
Pass to the intended receiver, number 14, Denver Adam, broken up by number
Adam, the
34,
intended
Alex
receiver.
Law. Flag on the play.
Law with the pressure. Oh, and there's also a flag way in the backfield. So let's see.
There are 2 flags on the play.
See there, good pressure by Law on that replay. No real chance for them to convert on the screen pass there. Officials still discussing. It's a nice day here in Antigonish. It's nice and cool today. No flag. So I guess there were 2 flags, and there's no penalty.
No flags on the play.
They just fell out of their pockets at the same time. All right. Second down and 10. As Black looks right at his complete. Nice hit, though. That is, man, I'll tell you, number 21, Leighton Beasley. They only got it listed as 6 foot 170. This kid can throw hits.
Number 21, Leighton Beasley.
That's a 2 and out. And once again, Nova Scotia gets the ball back before half. Both offense have been stymied in the second quarter. That was a great tackle. No chance for Pratt to break through there to get some more yards, maybe a first. So we'll see here usual return men back for Nova Scotia. And this punt is a good one. It's going to bounce. And picked up by Potter. He's going to have a chance to run to the right. And tackled.
Punt return by number 17, Tucker Potter. Time on the play, number 50.
2 penalty
Caleb
flags
Tucker.
in the
There's
field
a flag
again.
on the play.
See if either of these ones are penalties. It's going to be no yards as the flag was thrown right there. But there was another one about 15 yards down the field closer to Nova Scotia's sideline. Another huddle. It's the first of 4 games today. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be our final, the gold medal matchup between Alberta and Ontario. Both penalties are on BC. And that will move them up. 15. Nova Scotia will start in BC's territory.
Near midfield, 1st and 10, Scotia.
Looks like just inside. I mean, it's BC's 54. Trips left, man in motion going left as well. McPherson will look to that side, and it just dropped. He had his man 89, Camden Brooks.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 89, Camden Brooks, is incomplete.
A lot of drops today. Just that ball was a little ahead. We'll see on this replay. This is a great angle to kind of show it. Obviously, ball a little bit ahead, but still, you'd like to see him ring that catch in. Bring up 2nd down and 10, 42 seconds left. It's been a long last 3 minutes. A lot of incompletions. Nova Scotia, McPherson, 2 pass over the middle, incomplete. Too high again. Intended for Brett Renner. Nova Scotia will punt. Nova Scotia has had plays where guys have been open, but McPherson just hasn't been able to quite hit them in stride there. And so this will be another punt for Manuel. I've lost count how many that is so far. It's a good punt. And if that knuckles the right way, it does. And if it keeps going and going, and it does, and there you go. We'll take a rouge. 2nd point of the day for Nova Scotia. Excellent punt by Manuel.
For the rouge.
So Nova Scotia chipping. Make it a 15-point ball game. Manuel had a had a bad punt there a couple times ago. Since then, he's had 2 good ones.
Scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
That one is best one of the day, putting a point on the board for his team. Now with 28 to go, 28 seconds. Let's see the call here from BC. Black with Doucette in the backfield. And here in Black, he's got 5 going. He looks over, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet out of bounds near midfield. That is number 1, Max Pratt.
Max Pratt. Tackle play number 21, Leighton Beasley. Good for 1st down yardage. Ball spotted at midfield. Ball spotted on BC's 50.
Actually got to move the ball back 5 yards. Wasn't supposed to be at midfield,
10.
but BC's 50. .22 seconds officially on the clock. Black will throw, looks right, finds his man complete on the hitch. And number 10's got speed to the right and size. Cuts back and finally tackled out of bounds.
Pass caught, number 10.
Lorena with the catch. Naeem Kelly, number 18, with the tackle out of bounds.
Good for 1st down yardage. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
And 1st and 10. Clock did stop.
Yards on the catch and run.
13 seconds. Black rolling left and throws it short, complete.
Pass caught by number 11, Milano.
I don't know if he got out of bounds or not there. That was Lorena with the catch.
Correction 10 on the reception, Lorena.
BC calls timeout. I didn't think he did get out of bounds. There's 3 seconds left. And we'll see if they go for a long kick. Well, it's from the 32. Yeah, I would imagine they're kick. Well, with 3 seconds left, it can be the last play. You can just chuck it up, see what happens. Or you can try to kick the 3, put some more points on the board. Yep.
Timeout, BC.
BC's second and final timeout. And they will stay on the field, the offense. Expect a deep pass here to throw it up, but also you might want to watch a screen if Nova Scotia's too deep. You've seen BC convert on a few of those short throws for good chunk yard gains. Black, he will toss it up. He's got his man. It's incomplete. His time expires. Threw that to running back Doucette. And that will do it for the first half of play. British Columbia leads Nova Scotia 17-2.
17, Team Nova Scotia 2.
Nova Scotia's 2 points off Rouges. BC was held scoreless in that second quarter play. But either way, we'll be back in about, it looks like about 10 minutes here on Denver. And I'll see you back in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second half of this consolation game between British Columbia and Nova Scotia. We see our halftime stats, obviously. For the most part here, BC has been taken to them. You see the time possession is about 3 minutes in advantage of BC. And excellent punts as well, 2 for 101. But the rushing yards and, of course, the passing yards, you see -4 for Nova Scotia. Not exactly what you're looking for. And the first downs as well. The key thing is the penalty yards. We will see how that balances. Each team with 45. But Nova Scotia's penalties seem to be much more costly. They had a touchdown wiped off the board. But their defense has been playing pretty well. They played much better in the second quarter, and I thought Nova Scotia's offense, at least running the ball, they were able to get some plays going. It's a 15-point ball game. Still plenty of time to go. We shall see if Nova Scotia get that passing game going. They're going to need to if they want to come back in this one. So let's see here. Thatcher Manuel has probably been one of the better players here so far for Nova Scotia. He's got 6 punts for a total of 200 yards, long to 74. And he's got both points, 2 rouges for the NS squad as he will kick things off. And BC will receive the first possession.
Nova Scotia's number 9, Thatcher Manuel, set to kick.
Looks like Doucette and 88 McDonald's back to receive for BC. And here we go. Second half is officially underway. That ball sails. It might bounce right in front, and it does. That's going to take a nice little bounce. Doucette, he'll have to corral it. And he does. He goes right. And he does make something out of nothing there.
BC's number 18, Chase Doucette on the return, pushed out of bounds by number 14.
So a good return by Chase Doucette sets up BC.
Ball spotted on the 26-yard line.
Yep, right at the 26. That's where they will start their first drive. And as expected, they do have a new quarterback in, number 12, Brandon Thurston. Or sorry, Chase Thurston, pardon me. 5'10", 165 from Surrey. I do remember Thurston from Thursday had a pretty good arm, and we will see how early they test that. BC was trying the play-action rollouts in the first half. Didn't really get too much success. We'll see if they do here as Thurston will hand things off first. That's a great tackle by number 91 from Nova Scotia, Quinn Kenziora, the big man in the middle.
Brought down by number 91, Quinn Kenziora.
That handoff was to the running back, Remy Grual, number 33. So he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It is 2nd and 10. Throws one to the right. He's got a man wide open. And finally tackled down by a group of Nova Scotians. But I believe forward progress gets him more than enough for the first. It does. That's number 11, Milano Peloso.
Time of the play, number 46, Mac Taylor.
Bit of miscommunication from the Nova Scotian defenders on the left side. Their DBs gave Peloso the space needed to pick up the first. Thurston rolling in pocket collapsing, but he does get to roll out and finds his man caught. Good sidestep. And he is going to continue forward. He's still on his feet and then goes out of bounds.
Pass is caught by the receiver.
Great effort by Pratt.
Force out of bounds, number 46, Mac Taylor.
Taylor was the person that finally got him out, but good throw by Thurston. Good catch. Look at that sidestep. That was disgusting there by Pratt. Steps out. Right into the camera. Perfect place to stop. This is a shovel out to the right, and this man has speed here. That is McDonald, 88, and a hard tackle, but he hangs on.
Number 88, Aiden McDonald.
And a big-time gain there. Good play call by BC.
Time of play, number 40, Peter Smith.
Smith and 2 Clem were in the vicinity.
They'll scrimmage 1st and 10 from Nova Scotia's 27-yard line.
BC rolling here at the 20, looks like 7 or 26-yard line. It'll be first down. Man in motion. And a solo man to the right. Nope, back in motion now. Thurston rolls left, fires a strike, caught. Good throw, good catch. And he is going to break 3 in, and he's in for the touchdown. Number 10, Santiago Lorena.
Thurston's pass caught by number
And the big
10,
receivers on the board.
Lorena into the end zone. Touchdown, BC.
British Columbia with an excellent, excellent drive to start the half.
27-yard catch and run TD.
That 27-yard throw and catch there, as we'll see on the replay. BC has done a ton of rollouts today. And they finally connect on this one here. Had his man short. Potter could not get to him as the point after is good.
Gray's point after is
From
good.
Gray.
9:17 remaining in the third quarter. BC 24, Nova Scotia 2.
(24-2), and Nova Scotia, if they want to stay in this ball game, will have to come down and put some points up themselves, more than a rouge.
Ladies and gentlemen, last call for 50-50.
Sure, if you ask BC heading into the tournament, it'd be disappointing to be playing in this game,
50-50.
but they are using this time and effort to put up a good game here, try to end this tournament on a positive note when they fly back across the country.
BC's number 9, Darius Gray, set to kick.
Great to see all these young athletes from this great country all playing for their provinces and
Clements and
showing
Potter in
out
the backfield
from
for
fans,
Nova Scotia.
scouts, and the whole in between. That's an excellent punt. That's going to be like a side knuckler, but it is returned handily. And the returner will get down
Clements
just
on
shy of the
the
40.
return.
Clements on the return.
Time of the play, number 13, Jovan Badesha.
So first down for Nova Scotia. First drive of the second half. Just under 9 on the clock. McPherson hands it off to the right. Good physical run there from Mont.
Ball carried by number 11, Leo Mont.
Tackled by
Brought
Kobe
down
Kidd.
by number 44, Kobe Kidd. Second down.
So after the 4-yard run, it'll be 2nd and 6. The Nova Scotia 42. They will hand it off, and Mont is going to be a couple of yards short, maybe 3. And Nova Scotia will send out the punting unit once again.
50, Caleb Jonker. Third down.
So for Manuel, this will be his 7th punt of the day.
Manuel set the punt. Chase Doucette in the backfield for BC.
And Manuel, this one kind of shanks up right in the air. It'll bounce out of bounds.
Manuel's punt goes out of bounds.
Looks like BC will start at their own
Ball
51.
spot on BC's 51-yard line, 1st and 10.
So there's Lorena. You have the 20-yard TD reception on the last drive. See if BC continues to air it out here and be aggressive. This will be a pass. Thurston, he's going to have pressure coming, throws it up, and it's intercepted. What a catch! Number 18, Naeem Kelly with an unbelievable effort toe tapping around the sideline there. And Nova Scotia gets their second pick of the day. We'll see the replay here. Thurston, once again, another rollout. Just sailed it a little high, and that's a great catch. Kelly with a hell of a pick. As BC late to get a D lineman on the field. There is a flag. Pass is complete, but it was low, not enough to give your receiver time to run there. Sam Lovett with the reception.
Sam Lovett, flag on the play.
See what the flag is here. It was thrown right when the ball was snapped. It is on BC.
Penalty is against BC. Too many men.
Too many men. I thought that for a second. I was like, is there 13 out there?
10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So with that, at the 46, Nova Scotia has a 1st and 10. Tom, you're in the other team zone. You want to put up points here. They got quads right, and McPherson throws it up to his left. He's got a man caught. Big time catch going up and get it was number 14, Amyo Thomas.
Down on the play, number 8, Cole Sampson.
And McPherson
Good for first down.
throws one up and gets his biggest completion there of the day.
Ball spot on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Nova Scotia in the red zone. You see McPherson throws this one up. And good job by Thomas to aggressively going up and getting that ball, not waiting for it to come to him. McPherson toss, but that is nowhere. There's about 3 BC players right where they tossed it. No chance for Mont.
Number 11, Leo Mont. Wrapped up by number 23, Woody McCraig. Loss of 2 yards, 2nd down, 12.
It's a loss of 2 as we see Thomas, player to watch, receiver 6'3", 160. Had the big catch. He had some excellent catches, Thursday against New Brunswick. Nova Scotia definitely looking to get him more involved here. This will be a pass. McPherson, he's looking his direction. He's got a man wide open up in the middle. It's incomplete, too high. Intended for Brooks. And Brooks probably got the wind knocked out of him there on that hit. But he is back. And he'll be all right there. He'll walk back to the sideline. Nova Scotia will send out the field goal unit. Nova Scotia's offense, man, they've had chances. Just cannot. Those over-the-middle throws have just been sailing a little high for McPherson. And now Manuel will kick. And it looked good from here. It is good.
And Manuel's 28-yard field goal is good. 5:17 remaining in the third.
We'll put up 3 points on the board. 24-5 BC. Manuel with all 5 points for the Nova Scotians. .28 yards officially. The 2025 Football Canada Cup. Here in in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. Nice day here. And we still got plenty of more action. We still have, of course, another quarter and a half here, and then we have 3 more games today. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock game is our final. Alberta and Ontario try to claim national supremacy as Thurston close to that clock, but he'll hand it off to Denver Adam, who was wrapped up for a short gain.
Ball here, number 14, Denver Adam.
That was about as close as it can get from being a delay of game or time violation. See on the replay here. Just a run to the left by Adam. Looks like the first person in there was number 40, Peter Smith. Man in motion going left, it is McDonald. They've got 3 streaks onto the right. Thurston, actually, he did hand that off to Adam. That tricked me. I thought he had that ball still. And Denver Adam showing his very elite running ability.
Denver Adam forced out of bounds. Number 24, Coltrane Hughes.
Strong athlete. And once he gets into space, it's hard to bring him down and how to catch him in general.
1st and 10.
Adam has a fantastic first name. I might be biased. I'm Denver Donnelly here at the broadcast. And speaking of, Denver Adam has his 3rd straight carry. And he is still on his feet, as said there. And look at that power. He's going to have enough for the first.
Denver Adam, the ball carrier. Kenziora in on the tackle.
And a player for Nova Scotia is a bit hobbled, getting back to his feet. Number 20, Mohamed Mafta. See there how many blue jerseys it took to take down Adam there. Adam goes to his right. He is wrapped up. Great tackle there by Ryan Hickey.
Tackle on the play by number 49, Ryan Hickey. 2nd down.
Yep. BC trying to continuously feed Adam. That time did not work. NS read it, and it brings up 2nd and 10 at the Nova Scotia 50. Thurston looking left, throws one over the middle. Incomplete! If he would have sailed that a little higher, McDonald had a chance.
Broken up by number 24.
Nova Scotia's 24, Coltrane Hughes. About the 2nd time today, he almost had a pick. But he has had good coverage today. So BC will punt. They did have a fake punt earlier in the game. Something to keep an eye on. As Jones gets a good little boot. It's a line drive looking to bounce. It does, but it is corralled. And a great tackle.
Number 17.
That was number, I believe, 25. Yes, it was. Ridley Maston from Chilliwack. As we'll see there, Potter just didn't really have enough time to get his feet going there. So at the 25, Nova Scotia will start a drive here. They did get a field goal in their last one, but down 19 points. They're going to have to start putting some into the end zone. They did have a touchdown called back earlier in the game on an offside penalty. Ferguson will hand this off. Up the gut, Gray trying to pressure forward line, trying to push.
By number 8, Akeem Gray.
And they blow it down after a short gain of maybe about 3. Kidd will get credit for the tackle for the British Columbia.
Gain of 3 yards, 2nd down, 7.
Second and 7, 28-yard line, McPherson. McPherson throws short. Throws it in the dirt, intended for Thomas, and Nova Scotia will punt.
Number 8, Akeem Gray, is incomplete. Third down.
And here we go. Yep.
Thatcher Manuel set to punt.
How much? 140. 140? Okay.
All right, and Manuel. I'll punt the ball away. Oh, that's an excellent punt. To set, great hands to corral that. And he will try to go to his left. Pardon me, to his right. Great tackle, though. Great pursuit by Nova Scotia, including number 38 for Nova Scotia. That's Landon Felix. Haven't called his name too much, but he makes a play on special teams.
38, Landon Felix.
And so BC right back on the field. Thurston leads the offense. And so Thurston. Looks like a bit of an audible at the play. BC late having a player off the field. Thurston looking right. It is, almost picked off. A dangerous pass, and Naeem Kelly in coverage has been excellent. He almost had another one there.
Number 18, Naeem Kelly.
Thurston kind of stared down his receiver right over the middle. Kelly jumped it. Great play. Oof, so close there. So Nova Scotia's defense, all things considered, has been pretty good today considering their opponent. Here's Thurston, moves it up, caught. Receiver slipped a little bit, but was still able to find his balance, get up, and make a great catch.
Pass is caught by number 11,
Milano Peloso.
Peloso.
As the clock ticks down, we are approaching the end of the third quarter.
48. 49, Ryan Hickey.
Hickey gets credit for the tackle, as we see here.
Good for first down yardage. Ball spot on the 46
I don't know if that was 49. Hickey. Luke Backhash was really more in there, 42. Both have gold helmets. Thurston drops back to pass. This is a screen to Doucette, who takes a lick, but he is past the Nova Scotia 50, maybe right at it. And that is a first down BC. And I believe that will do it for the third quarter of play.
18, named Kelly.
Just waiting on the official to
good for first down yardage.
Wave the flag. Yep.
And that's the end of the third quarter of play. Your score
24-5 BC on Nova Scotia.
Team Nova Scotia. 5.
Time ticking away for the gentlemen in blue as they are on defense now.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now for your winning 50-50 ticket number on an orange ticket.
So we shall see here.
329681.
If BC can continue to drive, they are being aggressive, throwing the ball.
Congratulations.
Want to make sure their quarterback Thurston gets some throws here.
Pick up your winnings at the main gate.
But that being said, Nova Scotia, if BC continues to throw, there will be opportunities to pick off. That's a great tackle. Excellent tackle. Trying to see the number. I believe that is 34. Alex Law, who had the 80-yard pick earlier in the football game.
Nova Scotia's number 49, Ryan Hickey.
Hickey on one knee. So it'll be second down and 12 for BC when Hickey is taken care of. Some after third quarter stats here BC just dominating the total offensive yards, 344 to 281. And passing yards, 138 to 58. Nova Scotia has done better at throwing the ball in this third quarter. But 24 to 5, just like the score, that is the first downs. As BC has just been running through. The time possession really not that much different, but BC's chunk plays have been much better. As Thurston rolls left, and that ball's high, and it's dangerous. Looking there.
Pass for the intended receiver.
Excuse me, for Peloso.
Is incomplete.
So frustrated that he couldn't rail that one in, and BC will send out the punting unit. See here. BC's quarterbacks very active with their feet, not afraid to move around, slip out, roll out, move out of the pocket to get great space. Hard for a defensive line to get pressure on a guys like that. Clements and Potter back for Nova Scotia as per usual. Jones, good punt. Potter, good catch. And he will roll over to the left. And if he gets the edge, he might have room. Potter, if he gets a block, he does not, though. He just gets down to 50. Jones saving the touchdown.
Down by the punter, number 6, Tyler Jones.
Good return for Potter. Excellent tackle from Jones. Great punt there, but Potter able to return and put Nova Scotia in good range here. Just over 11 left, down 19. Game still not done yet, but Nova Scotia is going to have to put some points up on pretty well every drive now. McPherson is going to hand it off to Mont. And Mont will grab 4 or 5 yards to midfield. BC has done a good job making sure Nova Scotia's runs are just short chunks. Nova Scotia really hasn't been able to get those zone runs anywhere except for about 4 yards, it seems. That one was a 3-yard gain. As McPherson will pass, he is looking to his right. He's got a man open. Good throw, good catch, good design as Matt Clements just sat in the zone, found a space. Nova Scotia moves the chains.
Tackle play number 13, Jovan Badesha.
You see Jacob McPherson struggled in the first half. He has played much better here in the second.
Good for first down yardage.
As we see Potter there, that was a 40-yard punt return to help out his squad. Being talked to by his coaching staff. And so, 1st and 10 at the 38. Another handoff to Mont. Does find a little bit of space, but once again, and that time looks to be about 5 to 6 yards.
Down by number 6, Tyler Jones.
Jones on the tackle. The linebacker, punter / kicker.
Gain of 5 yards, second down 5.
To the 5-yard gain. It is 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to tick. We are just at 9 minutes now. Fullback in, trips left. Mont behind him. Man in motion. McPherson to Mont, and he gets good blocks and a good run. And that is more than enough for a first down. Nova Scotia continue to move the chains.
Tackle play number 50, Caleb Jonker.
And a player is down for BC. Can't see the number from my angle. Player just getting a bit of a breather. It looks like he should be good to go. Just want to thank our sponsors very quick while we have the moment. St. FX University, One Team Sports, Coach Atlantic, Province of Nova Scotia, the town of Antigonish, the municipality of the county of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk. Couldn't do it without you guys. This has been a very entertaining tournament. This game still not done yet, as Nova Scotia is just outside the red zone, 24-yard line, 1st and 10. McPherson. They'll just hand it off again, and that time you had a feeling if they were going back to Mon up the middle, there wouldn't be much. BC shuts that down for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 at the 25. McPherson will drop back. Throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended for his receiver, 87, Jackson Koch from Halifax. And you got to think this is a no-brainer. Nova Scotia will be going for this. They'll need 11.
3rd down.
Wasn't really anybody open on that last throw that I could see there. Jake McPherson trying to throw it in there, but could not complete it. Five wide for the Nova Scotians. Mont in the backfield. BC sends 4, and McPherson's under pressure. And he's still on his feet, but he is running out of time, and he fumbles the ball. And he is going to go all the way. BC's Sajavir Gill, Mont in pursuit, but he can't get him. Touchdown, BC.
McPherson sack, fumble on the play, recovered by BC's number 7.
The pressure got through. McPherson was able to get through enough, but
touchdown, BC.
just as he was trying to get anything off at all, just couldn't do it. Impossible there, and BC adds to their lead. So we see on the replay. Yeah, they just broke through the wall. Great effort from McPherson. There you go. When you got 4 guys tackling you, there's not much you can do. And so the point after attempt will commence here. It's Darius Gray, Langford native. Kick is good.
Gray's point after is good.
We have 31-5 for BC on Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia will now get the ball back.
7:05 remaining in the 4th quarter. BC 31, Nova Scotia 5.
With 7:05 officially on the clock here. It's a beautiful day in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. Bit of overcast, not too hot today. BC has been late getting people on the field for a bit today. As we'll see there's the player Sajavir Gill. A 70-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
Potter and Clements at the backfield for Nova Scotia. Darius Gray set the kick.
And on the kick, it will bounce into the end zone. This is trouble for Potter. He'll have to get out. And he is swarmed around the 5-yard line. Great kick.
Potter on the return. Brought down by number 4.
Number 9, Darius Gray. Potter able to get it to the 5, but that is where Nova Scotia will start the next drive.
60-yard line, 1st and 10.
And I do believe we have a quarterback change. If I can see correctly, I think number 88, Matt Clements, the wide receiver, is going to take a shot at QB. I think so. He's, yeah. So Clements will take his turn. Play was blown dead. And what is the call here, ref? We got a timeout, BC.
Timeout, BC.
So let's see what Matt Clements is going to do here at quarterback. First time seeing him in this tournament. I guess they've listed him as the third string quarterback. Their original starter, Jesse Allison, did not dress for today's game, an injury. And Jake McPherson, tough, not too much you can do there, as this is a handoff to Gray, who was swallowed up around the line of scrimmage, maybe a 1 yard gain tops.
Handoff to number 8, Team Gray. Tackle on the play, number 52, Jacob King.
BC's line has done an excellent job causing pressure. I don't necessarily think Nova Scotia's O-line has been bad today. I don't think that, but BC's got size and they've got a lot of talent up front there. Just over 6. Clements will run, but he is going nowhere. That was a design run to the right, and there was nowhere to go.
By number 52, Jacob King.
As you can see there, number 40 comes flying in. That is Bennett Switzer. 6'2", 230 from Parksville.
2 yards. 3rd and 12.
And so Nova Scotia I would imagine this is in the safety range right now. It's a low snap. There it is. Nova Scotia will concede the 2.
And Thatcher Emmanuel.
33-5 BC.
5:44 remaining in the 4th. BC 33, Nova Scotia 5.
Reminder, after this game, we have another consolation game coming up. It is in, just about an hour officially from now, 1 o'clock. It'll be Team Manitoba and Team New Brunswick in the 5th place game. Brunswick defeated Nova Scotia on Thursday. Manitoba defeated BC. Both games were good. All the games Thursday were good games. This one, while not as close a score, there has been parts that have been entertaining. See a lot of newer players getting a chance to go out there and play now at this stage as Thurston drops back, taking a shot deep. He's got a man, incomplete.
Pass with the intended receiver, number 5, Logan Wager is in.
Potter, the DB, came in on a blitz, kind of got in front of Thurston. I don't know if that changed anything, but he just missed his man, Braden. Oh, pardon me. Just missed his man, number 5, Logan Wager. Thurston, wide open, good catch.
Thurston's pass
to Peloso.
Number 11, Milano Peloso.
And BC will move the chains with 5 minutes ticking down.
46, Mac Taylor. Good for first down yardage. Ball spotted on BC's 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
Thurston, he's got trips left, 5 receivers going. BC staying aggressive on the pass. Thurston, though, is going to have the room to run, and he will slide down
Ball carried by
a yard
quarterback
short, maybe
number
2 of
12,
midfield.
Chase Thurston. No tackle on the play. Gain of 6 yards, second down, 4.
Thurston to pass. Rolls to his right, and that is complete. Took a lick. No, that was incomplete. What a hit.
Number 5, Logan, the wager is
Avery Wilson, 23, laying the hammer down as there is a flag near the line of scrimmage.
Time with 23, Avery Wilson. There is a flag on the play.
We'll see, this is a great angle. Great hit. Shoulder, chest. And with the flag in the right near the line of scrimmage for BC, it'll be interesting what the call is here. There's our official. It is face mask on Team Nova Scotia, and that will back them up 15.
Penalty is against Nova Scotia. Major foul, unnecessary roughness, face mask, 15-yard penalty. Ball spotted on the 42-yard line. 1st and 10.
And as a swing pass to the right, he's got a man. That's number 17. Tackled down. First time I will be calling this gentleman's name. Petraeus Lular.
By the receiver, number 17, Petraeus Lawler.
Or Petraeus Lawler, I would say. That is probably the
Tackle
correct
play,
pronunciation.
18,
6 foot 185 receiver
Kelly.
out of Abbotsford.
Good for first down yardage. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
BC. Thurston rolls left, throws one up. They've been trying this all day. Incomplete. Millie, the intended receiver. Wilson with the coverage.
Is incomplete.
And
Second down.
Avery Wilson has made some good plays on defense on this drive.
Broken up by number 23, Avery Wilson.
Pardon me, 2nd and 10. Thurston will hand this ball off, but they're trying to rip the ball out.
Number 33, Remy Graywall.
Graywall with the carry brings up 3rd down.
Down on the play, number 91, Quinn Kenziora.
And it looks like BC is sending out the field goal unit to
3rd
add to their
down.
lead. I believe this should be the 3-minute warning as well. So there's 2:52 officially on the clock right now. There it is. 3-minute warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 3-minute warning.
So Darius Gray to kick this to make it a 36-5 ball game for BC. Gray, no good. Goes left. Potter going to try to pick it up. Now he's got to get out of the end zone here. Potter runs it out right. And a good return down to the 10. So the kick is no
And
good, no
Gray's
points scored.
37-yard field goal attempt is wide left. Ran out of the end zone by number 17, Tucker Potter. Tackle by number 33, Remy Graywall. Number 14, Denver Adam.
We shall see here as Clements
spotted on the
looks like is
20-yard
staying in at
line.
quarterback. He'll finish things up for Nova
10.
Scotia. 2:35 on the clock. At the 20. Clements hands it off. This is Leo Mont. Short gain.
Mont the ball carrier. Tackle on play number 6, Tyler Jones. Gain of 3 yards, second down 7.
As we have a timeout on the Nova Scotian side.
Nova Scotia.
Their first charge timeout of the half. See our sponsors here. St. Francis Xavier University, Coach Atlantic, Town of Antigonish, Nova Scotia, and One Team Sports Group, as well as 101.5 The Hawk, the favorite radio station around these parts. I want to thank everybody for all their support as we have a 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 23-yard line as we haven't seen Clements throw yet. And we will not again as he runs right up the middle, and he's tackled for a short gain as well.
Clements the ball carrier.
And Nova Scotia will punt.
Number 51, Jake Johnson, 3rd down.
So we will see here manual punt. He has done that plenty today. He is responsible for Nova Scotia's 5 points. So I would hazard a guess he's been one of the better players here today offensively. Nova Scotia's had some good moments today. They've had a few picks, but they just were not able to convert, as this was a low kick, and it is going to bounce, bounce, bounce.
Manuel's punt recovered by Manuel.
And the punter recovered the
There's a
ball.
flag.
So I'm kind of confused as to why these flags are going here. But unfortunate bounces for Nova Scotia there, as BC will have even more. Yeah, okay. No flag, and Nova Scotia gets the ball back. Punter recovered.
Punt was recovered by the kicker.
I thought for a sec they were going to keep
Ball
that flag
spotted
on the field.
the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, Nova Scotia.
1:51 on the clock. Bad snap. As Matt Clements was able to corral it, try to run, but he's going to lose about a yard. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle play number 7.
Say no
Gill.
gain.
There is a flag on the play.
And there was a flag way in the BC backfield. Looks like roughing on BC.
Penalty is
Missed the official call there.
BC. Too many men.
Too many men.
10-yard
Second time today
penalty.
BC has been called for too many men on the field.
Ball spot on the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Probably is the one thing I've noticed, that it's been a little late on substitutions, little miscommunications, but it hasn't mattered today, as they lead by 28 total points, 1:48 on the clock. Looking to stop Nova Scotia from adding some points to their board. Clements hands it off to Mont. He bounces out to the left, and he just hasn't been able to get a ton of space and room. BC has been excellent at corralling and tackling him down.
Tackle the play number 44, Colby Kidd.
Sure, this is a frustrating game for Nova Scotia in general, but This is a good experience for them. They get to play in a big national tournament like this, get eyes on them. And they are, you know, the 40 of them, they are under 20. You've got to be very proud to be the best in your province. As that tackle doesn't go for long.
25, Ridley Maston.
Mont once again. As a O-lineman was slow to get up for Nova Scotia, 66. Rudy Shang, he does look all right though. He's just going to jog off. And another punt for Nova Scotia. As the clock is winding down to 1 second, Nova Scotia will now punt. Wind kind of takes it. It bounces. I believe that hit the BC player. It is on the ground. But BC looks to have recovered.
Manuel's punt recovered by BC.
See here, let's see if it did hit his leg.
Number 35.
Yeah, I think it hit his foot there. And then right there, there's no debate, it hits a leg. But BC was able to corral that.
Flag on the play.
Same recovery as Doucette for BC. Thurston with his back, Denver Adam to his left. Thurston rolls left, throws one up. It is picked off. Second of the day for Naeem Kelly. He has been excellent in the backfield for Nova Scotia. A bright spot for them. He could have had 3 picks today, but he does have his second. Nova Scotia takes over. Once again, a rollout for BC, but Thurston just kind of forced that overthrough. One last chance for Nova Scotia to put up points. And here we go. Clements fakes the throw, the run right. Not a bad gain at all. And now Clements is down. Jeez, this is brutal for Nova Scotia.
Ball carrier number 88, Mac Clements.
Clements was
Clements
clutching his arm. Their starting quarterback was hurt. McPherson looked a little bit shaken up after that last play, and now your third string's down. And obviously this late, especially in a tournament, last thing you want is a kid getting hurt here. As we'll see. Yeah, landed right on that right shoulder. to see Clemens up and walking under his own power. He did land heavy on that shoulder. I did see him swing it a little bit, though. So you hope he's good to go. Like I said, you never want to see injury, especially this late in the game. Last game of the tournament for them. Clock continues to run, so for Nova Scotia, I mean, you could do one last play, but at this point they're out of quarterbacks. Really up to Nova Scotia if they want to try it again one more time. They'll have to run one anyway, but they might be a knee. And they'll just knee it out. That will do it.
And that's the end of the
Congratulations to both teams on this tournament. BC walks out with a 33-5 win here in this first consolation game of the day. We will have another one in just less than an hour, around 1 o'clock, about 42 minutes from now, for New Brunswick and Manitoba.
For Player of the Game presentations.
Yes, we have Player of the Game MVP awards. And once again, I'm Denver Donnelly. Thank you. I will see you soon for Game 2 of this quadruple header of the 2025 Football Canada Cup.
Good game. Good game, too. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both football teams. From Nova Scotia on offense, your most valuable player, number 12, Jacob McPherson. From Nova Scotia on defense, your most valuable player, number 34, Alex Law. From BC on offense, your most valuable player, number 18, Chase Doucette. From BC on defense, your most valuable player, number 6, Tyler Jones.
Oh, we're doing one now?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your participation in this morning's football game. Game 10 up next, Manitoba versus New Brunswick. Kickoff 1 p.m. Travel safe.
one of the MVPs of today's game. Number 6, Tyler Jones. Tyler, you had an excellent day today, man. Punter, kicking, defense, the whole 9 yards there. How important is it to play multiple positions and help your team win today?
It's a lot to me. I'm just trying to help succeed and succeed in any way possible. And however I'm able to do that, I'm ready to do it.
There you go. Obviously, not the closest game in the world, 33-5, but Nova Scotia start to put a little more pressure in maybe early third quarter. What did your coaching staff tell you guys to just kind of relax a little bit there?
They didn't tell us to relax. As a team, we kind of prioritized maintaining health. And, we all got our senior season after this. We all got to go all out. And I feel like we just wanted to stay healthy. And we maintained a good score. I don't feel like we let it get out of hand.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our plan, right? The big thing this whole trip has been maintaining safety, making sure we're good to go to the next level. That's really our final goal.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Tyler, man, congratulations. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much.
Hell of an effort. Great
Thank you.
tournament. Let's go sign that, baby.